Omega. I'm the good. I'm the bad. Just in case you have not noticed. Just in case you ain't been paying attention. This is what you was taught in the past. Is what he says. You was taught in the past that you were, or you knew it all, and everything was on your call and your time and space. He said, no, sir. You are wrong. And you are to inform them as such. You are to inform them and let them know he is the Alpha and the Omega. I am the angels and the demons. Oddly enough. The duality is me. The multiple gods works through us all under the influence of me. Nine of Wands. He said you will be put in situations to where you will see it. I will put you around spirits that are not of your like mind, and you will see it. And you will know why those things was written as such. You will understand it. You will know and you will understand it. He said once it's unleashed, you're going to realize who Jesus really is. Is what he says. Something came in my spirit. I kid you not, as I woke up this morning. You're going to be very surprised who God is. So we always refer to God as a what? As a him. Who told you that he was a him? You may see him and he and all of these things being written in this biblical text. That is through the eyes and the perspective of the person who wrote it. Why do you think they have, and you know, God forbid, I don't want I don't know what to call the group, the pride, centered queer groups and stuff. Please don't take no offense to this. Why do you think some babies are born with dualities within them? Have anybody ever thought about it? So we have card 7, Queen of Pentacles. He says, I'm going to explain something to you. God is a feminine quality. God is a masculine quality. He's genderless. Plain and simple. He is genderless. Don't affiliate the spirit. We say he because, you know, of course, you know, being the head, the man's supposed to be the head. He said, don't say that anymore. You refer to God as the supreme being. We understand why you say he. He said, don't refer to it as he no more. You say the supreme being and leave it at that. This is number, this right here, card 8 is what? 4 of Cups. He said, they're going to be very angry when it's unleashed to them. Who? Let's pull this out. The world. Remember, this is card 9. Hopes, fears, and dreams. This is card 9 right here. This is card 9. The Tower. This is the outcome. Everything is going to start to crumble. What does that mean? The things you thought you knew, you're going to be in for a rude awakening. Plain and simple. I want to be positive. It's going to be a change in how you see things. It's going to be a change in what you was told, what you believe is what that is. Plain and simple. It is. Okay, so I have completed that second tarot card. And I'm going to proceed with the next tarot card. I'm sorry, my final. It's going to be says 6 card spread on my Moonology cards. So I'm going to do that now. The Moonology cards are very, very beautiful cards. I like them. If you can take a look at them, they're kind of opaque, but they're beautiful cards. Okay. So, okay, so I had that card to fall out, so I'm going to say that's card 1, 2, and I'm just picking randomly. 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's a 6 card spread. Normally I do a 5 card, but I'm doing a 6 card spread. Part 1. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. So we want to we want to exhale. We want to take in a new, fresher breath of fresh air. This is the time for cleanliness. We're going into 2022. I'm going to speak on a spiritual sense and a natural sense. Air purification. Invest in some air purification and humidification systems within your space, your room. Take some short, deep breaths. Prop your head up at night when you sleep. If you smoke, stop. And as I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself. If you smoke a lot, cut it by 2/3. Cut it down to 1/3. Drink plenty of water. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Things that you like. Things that give you that little, sometimes the little simplest things will enlighten the mood. The little simple things will bring in an elevation in mood. Do things such as that. Some people, may do it by way of, changing the nail color. Changing out your curtains colors. Rearranging your furniture. try new cuisine. Try to create a new recipe. Take up a little, online course. Something that gives you some knowledge. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is it helps build the self-esteem. Bring into something that you like. I typically like um smells. Like good smells has a lot to do with me. It does a lot with my mood and how I view things. Is the sense of smell. Bring in a new fragrance. Um, like I'm into oil burning, incense burning. You know, if you're not into plants, but get into plants and things like that. It's of God. You will see how it does changes things. It does. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. So again, as we're leaving 2021, as 2021 is coming to a close. Monday, which will be November the 1st, it will be 2 months before the new year comes in. So it says your commitment is being tested. What does that mean? That means that whenever Satan or the opposing forces see that you're on your journey to prosperity, he gets mad. She gets mad. It get mad. Because number one, it gets mad because it could very well be, things are not favorable in its life. You also have those spirits that get mad because they can't capitalize off that. Like they can't take the credit for it. No. That's the ego coming to play. You need to check your ego. Next card. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. And this actually was in the reverse. So that lets me know whatever negativity that is coming towards me, because typically I'm not a negative person. I get annoyed, I get irritable just like the next person. But typically, at least I try not to be a negative person. Try to be as realistic as possible. I am aware when something don't look right. I'm aware when something is off and all of that. I think the average person is. So, I began to incorporate my spirit works back because I'm getting myself prepared for what that first quarter of the new year coming in. And in order for that to happen, I have got to deviate from negativity because positivity, I already foresee it. He just showed me in this card. This card was turned upside down. That means read it in the opposite. I don't need to release negativity. Positivity is within me and it's going to radiate out. It's what's going to happen. The next card. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. So when you are confident and content and God has blessed you, you have no worries. Worries are not there. If you are worrying, because I get anxious and I go off and things like that, I need to leave the cigarettes alone because it excites the physicality of the nerves and the heart rate and all of that stuff as well. Confidence is a key to success. You have to be confident in your spirit work and your spirituality and your spirit capability. When they see that you are not secure. Those spirits plays off of that insecurity. Those superficial spirits thrive off of that insecurity, is what I'm getting at. Communication is key. This is the all matter of all of what this moonology six card spread. Because typically I do one, two, three, four, or even five. Something prompted me to do the six card spread. So had I not did a six card spread, this right here sums it up. I begin to, I watched some other spirit workers. I had got away from that because I don't want people to feel as though I'm mocking them or surveillancing them or even reporting them and stuff like that. But oftentimes when I'm led to go watch one particular person or another, it's spiritually related, and it's some a message that needs to be conveyed. And I do get tips, from certain spiritual um persons and advisors. I make it my own. That means if something doesn't work, I'm not going to say, "Oh my gosh, she told me something that didn't work," because what works for you and what works for the next person is all in what you're dealing with and how receptive you are to it. Okay, and one of the things was the spirit advisor mentioned was right on point with me. See, I'm a Gemini. We deal with opposing forces. That's just life. My children both are under the same sign. They both are under the same sign, thank God, because I don't have too many, things to work on. But they are water sign. I am a air sign, which is Gemini. And I'm learning that in order for me to get my communication across to them, I need to incorporate my spirit work back. Because I'm going to tell you, it was working. It was working, and I latched on it. I find that spirit work takes a lot of work. It does. Because things that I did previously, trying to, not to knock church and religion and all of that other stuff, because whatever works for you works for you. I find that it was okay at its time and space. I have transitioned on to something else now. And this is what works for me. However, I have to be consistent with it, is the point. So, this card is the biggest thing that I'm dealing with right now because I began to pray. And I got up and I began with my spirit work. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Being a Gemini, a lot of people don't believe in astrology. I'll be honest about it. You know, I'm not too deep in astrology. I do believe in numerology. I do. I believe in astrology as well, but I'm not as in depth, with everybody's sign. I'm only, my own concern and focus is really with the personalities that I'm dealing with, which is myself and my kids. It's just so happened a certain sign incorporates in my life, then I can venture off. But for the most part, my children are Aquarius and I'm a Gemini. Um, Being a Gemini, you will notice that you cycle at certain times. The energy presents to you. You're cycling. I noticed that my energy flow is best at night. It is. It's best at night. My energy flow and things like that are best at night. Um, so I began to do a um, water jar, And this is from, and I hadn't never heard of that, because I'm doing the Florida water. I incorporated the Florida water in the water jar with some herbs, and I said a prayer, and I believe it will work, because I had got really laxed with my spirit work, and I began to incorporate that back into my life now, because I feel honest to God, it works. It works. So this is this card here. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. And by me being a Gemini, we are very sensitive to a lot of energies. Not to say the next sign is not. You'll understand the duality. You'll understand opposing forces. You will understand angels and demons, right and wrong. You have a discerning spirit. Highly intellectual people, individuals. Not to say the next person is not. Um, you have to be very careful who you associate with being a Gemini. And I propose with any of the other, you know, zodiac signs. But being a Gemini, we are our own. Like, we are like in a league of our own to be a Gemini. So, that being said, I'm going to close out this tarot card reading. But I thank you for tuning in. I think it was a very, very beneficial tarot card reading. So, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can leave them in the comment section. Please, no inappropriate comments, questions, or suggestions. Until then, you have a safe and wonderful day. Good day.